Hello, my name is Jennie Breeden. This is The Devil's Panties. This is July the 16th. I know time. I'm the creator of The Devil's Panties. It's a daily online webcomic that posts daily. Let me be redundant. It's a slice of life comic. So every day there's a new comic about conventions and was it lately it's family trips to the beach and amazing 6-year-olds who play X-Men and have a firm grasp on how to deal with future ex-wives. Sorry, bad joke about Cyclops and White Queen. Are they ex? I hope it was a future ex-wife. I didn't follow through after Joss Whedon stopped writing it. That was like 2 books. I miss working at the comic book store. I could catch up on all of the books. All right, we're trying a couple of new things. We started a little early. YouTube updated some of its program magic things, internet, and it seems to have worked, even though last month it exploded because we didn't pay attention to it updating shit. Let me know how the video is. Let me know how the audio is. We have a microphone, a big black microphone. I need to put it on the desk. I need to get a different one. I don't know. I've had people say that the sound isn't so great. Or maybe putting things on the walls so I'm not in a big echoey empty room. That too. So then I went over here and I double checked. All right, it's going. Making sure everything is turned on. The other thing that I changed is I need to get the spray stuff. I can't get the glare off my glasses, so I took them off. So you will see me leaning in to read the notes. But yeah, we set up a camera, like a fancy pantsy camera, and it took a couple of times to try to get the plug for the camera. There were issues. We won't go into them. We're drawing today. We're drawing pictures. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, you can tweet at me, Jennie Breeden, or you can tweet at The Devil's Panties. Nope. Tweet at Devil's Panties, and I will try to find them, read them. The other way that you can ask questions in the comment section, if you can do all caps, that way I know it's a question directly for me and not we get sidetracked in the comment section because, you know, squirrels and sparklies. Okay, let's see. Turn down your speakers. My speakers? I don't have speakers. I don't think they're on. Microphone on. Okay. Oh, Don McCarthy has been waiting for 4 hours. I'm so sorry. I don't even remember what I was doing. Oh, I was eating pancakes 4 hours ago. They were good. The original pancake house, the original of the original pancake houses in Portland. It's good. It's really freaking good. Because they don't mess around with them berries. Oh, good. Breeden was able to make the live stream. I do it at, like right now it's 6 p.m. Western Pacific time zone, and I don't know if that's not quite too early for some, but I know if I do any later, then the West Coast people will die because day jobs and bed and sleep. And then I got piles of people. Oh, there's sound but no picture. Celtic Knot, let me know if the picture's still bad or not there. Hopefully I catch up and it has unglitched itself. I think mine was streaming. Then I've got a couple of people who are way overseas. Last month we had somebody who it was coming up at 4 o'clock in the morning and they were finishing up their zines. And that's on the other side of the pond. That's quite a ways away. Oh, good. Refresh and you'll see here. Hopefully that. Nope. Ah, Celtic Knot. Don't want to lose you. Okay, Serenity's refresh worked. Okay, Asha. I think, Asha, did you come to... Was that Texas? I feel like that was Texas. Somebody brought me a ridiculously large amount of chocolate, and I really need to remember who it was. Asha, no, I think I was brought a ridiculous amount of candy in Seattle at SakuraCon. That was another whole different thing. But yeah, I have some chocolate. This was full, and I don't really know what kind of chocolate it is. It's always a surprise. Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. I've been working on it. It's helped. Okay, cool. Dawn looks good. No, Celtic Knot. I don't know what button to press to make this work. There's a slight background noise that might be my computer fan exploding, because wow, it doesn't like Wirecast. But Wirecast provides the square in the bottom of the screen while I'm drawing, so you can see me. So I am sacrificing my computer so that you can see my pretty face while I draw pictures. I did put powder on because I'm vain and shiny, so there's that. Okay. Dang it, Celtic Knot. Reboot? Have you tried turning it off and on? Is it plugged in? It's about as far as I got in the IT crowd. I think by then they show up and check to see if it's plugged in. Okay, well, I'm going to start drawing. Celtic Knot, let me know if you need to refresh or something. Let me know if anybody else is having trouble with the sound and picture. So far, I think Celtic Knot's the only one. Maybe I don't know. Update Flash. Oh, that scares me when they do pop-ups when you're on the internet, because it's like, hi, we're here to rob you. Okay. The store. What store? Okay. Alright, I'm switching over to here. So I've been doing drawings. I had a couple of pictures from when I went to Niagara Falls, and because I was there with a friend, the friend took some photos of me, so I had pictures of me head to toe, so I had good reference photos to draw the Angel, Devil, and Pretty Princess. I'm getting tired of that dress that I wore there. I love this dress because you don't have to wear a bra with it, and it has pockets. But it's not form-fitting, so it's difficult as a reference. It's a weird dress. So I went looking for photos of me. Yay, narcissism. Mostly because I feel weird drawing somebody else without their consent, really. So I've been using myself for my Angel, Devil, and Pretty Princess. But it's hard to find. I mean, I'm a shutterbug at the conventions and family trips and stuff, but that means that I don't have any pictures of myself, because I have to hand my phone to somebody else and say, hey, take a picture of me. So I have a couple of my setting up the booth, and look, it's the booth pictures. So I'm using one of those for a princess. So we're doing a princess that will post on Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. This Sunday is the announcement of I'm going to be at Gen Con. So then we're doing this because Patreon is awesome, because the patrons there have been donating enough money that I really want to give back, even though they're donating for the comic that already exists. It's hard for me to take money from people. My mom has said shut up and take their money, because I do a comic for free every day. But I still feel like I should provide something more. It's weird. Artists should never sell their own work. All right, one more skim of the comment section. Celtic Knot, got picture on my tablet, sound on my PC. Oh gracious. Well, it's not me, I think. But, oh, I am sorry. IT crowd is awesome. I did turn off the internet. I totally Googled for Google. I don't think I've Googled Google yet. I've Googled spelling mistakes and matrix and Kelvin to vectors, the inches to centimeters and increments that people in the rest of the world use. God, I've had IT crowd in my head all day today. I still need to get... Oh, awesome. Jessica's been able to get her book signed in person. That's, you know, at conventions, I'll sign anything. That's not in the panty area anymore. Because experiences and new rules, and I'll do anything once, and then I have a new rule. Don't want to do that again. Moo is an awesome individual. He is a great man and a decent human being, and he really likes the shock value. So ruffled butt panties on a very large individual with a cow print kilt on. I signed him that he was wearing or a diaper. So I will sign anything that's not in the panty area anymore. Just saying. Just I have some morals-ish. I have like 3 of them left. I should go on to drawing. Okay. Okay, I think Jessica lives in the same city. It would. I need to do a coffee meetup. Okay. Okay. Switching over to here. Gonna do some drawing. Alright, and I wanted to find some recent photos. Alright, this is gonna be me drawing without my glasses on. This is a new kind of special. It might look better. Because, what was it? So I actually did a couple of drawings without glasses in college. Pencil, bigger head, cartoon character. Because you want it to be, what was it? I was doing some really big life drawing sketches. And you want the large swaths of dark and light, and then you work down into detail, but you need the basics first. And so yeah, I would take off my glasses and try to draw from like farther away. You'd go farther back, because if you get too close to something, it gets lost. If you do too much detail, then you lose the image. So this is me cheating. But I really want to, with some of these, I like the cartoony bit, but I like showing a bit of reality. So the little dimple of the elbow and trying to get that arm. I have a friend, and his thing, he likes the arm fat. He likes that bottom, which apparently I had a photo or an image in the store that was showing off the lanyards that I had, and apparently there's a whole fetish, and I don't know if it was arm fat or armpits. I think it was arm fat. There's a bunch of people who are really into that, and I am fine with this because a lot of people have arm fat, and it's not something that you are hurting yourself to get. It's not like, you know, the thigh gap, which some people just, it's not gonna happen. What was it? I saw a terrible photo or video. I saw a video of a guy was like using like electrical tape and pasting these designs and stuff on this very naked lady, and it came out, you know, and she's very scantily clad and very Deaf, I think, was the comic character that just wears very little. And the whole time, I'm just thinking, wow, she's put a huge amount of work into getting her body to look like that. The the amount of time that she spends at the gym and the amount of work that she's had to do to regulate caloric intake. And yeah, so I have a great respect for anybody that can do that in a healthy way, and sometimes it's hard to do in a healthy way, and it's very rarely healthy. But yeah, what was I talking about? Arm fat. I think I was talking about arm fat. Oh, and she needs the gloves the Pretty Princess gloves are based on Miss Piggy. Gotta have those, even though it really should be based on Marilyn Monroe's Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. She did the song of Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. And I ended up watching Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. And there's this amazing scene, because the plot is that the character who's playing Marilyn Monroe is dating or engaged to this really wealthy heir. And she's on a cruise to go meet him somewhere, but she's alone, or she's with her friend on the cruise, and somebody's trying to get incriminating photos of her with other guys. And the character is such a ditz. And at one point, I'm going to draw the actual flame boots in this. At one point, the father of the heir, the wealthy heir, sits down with the Marilyn character and said, with the character that Marilyn Monroe is playing, and he's like, you're just a gold digger. And she has the most amazing speech about how, you want the best for your children, and you want the best, and so you'll work hard to do it. So yeah, I'm a gold digger. But she says it in a wonderfully thought out, logical way. And the father is kind of taken aback, and he's like, "Wow, you're actually really smart." And she goes, "Well, yeah, about things that matter." The whole time she's a character who's a ditz, but she says, "Oh no, the important stuff I got the brains about." And it was really awesome. So that's why my Pretty Princess has opera gloves, pink opera gloves. Obi wants me to get new rock boots, which are the flame boots. But these were $260 when I got them, when my mom got them for me for my birthday. And so I think they're about $300 now. And so we were talking about auctioning off the old ones to put towards the new ones. I switch out where the flower is on her head. I think it's usually on her left side. It's wherever it fits best. Okay. What are people saying? Da-da-da-da-da. I really wish I was the type of person that could read and talk. Not read out loud, but be able to talk and read both at the same time, so that I didn't have these long, awkward silences. I'm near ATL. Yeah, I moved away from Atlanta. I have to admit, I miss the air conditioning. Atlanta has air conditioning. Portland doesn't. Portland has air conditioning in its businesses, but not in the apartments. And I work out of my apartment, so when it's 90, it's 90. So we got air conditioners. Obi, thank you everybody who got our wedding registry Home Depot gift cards, because we spent all of them on an air conditioner, so that is awesome. So if you have any questions that you post in the YouTube comment section, post them in all caps, and so I can glance over and see, oh, somebody has a question. Right now I'm combing through actual dialogue. About health, and I went to the gym for like a month, And that made me realize how much work you actually have to do to get that kind of body of I go to the gym on a regular basis body. And I realized that it was going to take years of going to the gym 3 hours a day to get, I was like, oh, I want this kind of body. And then I saw the amount of work that was going to take, and I said, wow, I'm okay. I'm good. I am fine with the body I have. I am gonna put, there is, going to work out on a regular basis is for long-term health. It's not to get the washboard abs or anything. It's so that your body still works, especially since I'm sedentary. I draw. I just sit and draw all day. And so I need something where I can get up and exercise so that my body is still functional at 80, 90. I don't know about 100. 100 doesn't look pleasant. 90 sometimes doesn't look pleasant. Let's see. I think I should have open eyes. Maybe she's up to something. She's definitely up to something. Okay. She got a hold of candy. I shouldn't do that under eye thing. I have a cheat sheet. I went around and I drew my character as a bunch of different facial expressions. And so then I pinned them up. I stole some from Surly Queen's Life on a Stick. She has some, it's a stick figure comic, and she has an amazing expression. Anytime somebody's like, oh, I can't even draw stick figures, it's bullshit. Stick figures are awesome. Yeah, I don't see any of my cheat sheet facial expressions that I want to use. I need to make more of them, or use the ones I have. Okay, save. Save early, save often. Wow, this video has worked well. Shit. As in, I don't have any lag on my drawing, and most people can see it, hear it. Not everybody. That sucks. I'm so sorry, Celtic Knot. Celtic Knot has said that the UK has had heat waves for the past couple of weeks. Very few insulated houses in the UK. Yeah, so I got to go, did comics about it, and my readers in England, who are amazing because you guys are freaking awesome, they took me out to a pub, and they were like, we want to take you to this pub because it has been a pub working, like, serving customers type of running a business pub for longer than your country has been around. So what struck me was that I had just, like, a year or so previously, I had just bought a house, and so the house was built in the 1950s, which for us is kind of old, and so I was doing the maintenance. I had to replace the roof and the air conditioner and some normal 50-year maintenance. What maintenance do you do on a building that's over 100 years old? You're like, okay, we have the 100-year maintenance and the 150-year maintenance and the 200-year maintenance. That's ridiculous. Okay, so the proportions are very different because this is a tracing of a photo. So I think to get her to look more like my comic character, I think I'm gonna shrink the body a little bit. Because right now, it looks like me wearing a weird mask. And I think I might do a more not realistic, but less realistic boots. Oh, come on. I'm on the right layer. Way back when, you just had to redraw it. Now we're like, I'm just going to shrink that down a little bit, move it. No, I don't know. I think that looks weirder. Undo, deselect, save. Alright, we're going to see what we can do with this. She's supposed to have like a corset-y thing on. I love the clavicle. Dang, she got some boobies. Okay. Ink. Da, da, da. Ooh, that came out well. Nope, nope, that didn't. Okay. Seeing what people are saying. Yay, Asha knows life on a stick. It is awesome. It is the sauce that is awesome. I've been harassing her about making a book because freaking I want to buy the freaking book. Read it on the toilet. Intermission music. Serenity should totally do an autobiographical comic. They've been thinking about doing it. They need to. We need more of them because they're awesome, because reality is totally fucked up. And it's funny. I find it funny. I am a firm supporter of the boobies. Titas. Jeez, the pub just up from there has been there since 1550. I can't, my brain can't fit that in. It's just not, it won't go in. Okay. Smokescreen car. I've lost it. Okay. Oh, the heroes of Crash, their post didn't, their text comment didn't post. So I hope that's working. Okay. Back to the drawings. So in high school, I used to stay up late to watch Saturday Night Live. We had Ben Stiller and a couple of them. Oh, we had Wayne's World. We had fucking Wayne's World. So it was good, and then it was not. But that's how it flows. So yeah, we had, so I'm bad with names. The guy that was Austin Powers and Wayne's World and all of them. So he played one of the skits, and I was in middle school when this came out. He was Simon. Hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. I like to draw all the time, so come and do drawings with me. He was apparently a little, like the character was supposed to be a little kid doing interviews with people while he was in the bathtub. He's special. He's very special. Serenity says I need a new desk. I think I do. How did you know it was? It's not a piece of crap. It's a drafting table that I am using as a flat table. My mommy got it for me. Mike Myers. Is that right? Mike Myers? Austin Powers? Yeah. So he'd interview people in his bathtub. So in 5th grade, I started drawing because I found that if I did portraits of my friends and whoever was sitting around me, then people would like watch me. That I liked the attention of doing portraits of people. And everybody likes to have themselves drawn. So I was always drawing. And I don't remember drawing that much in middle school, but I must have, because what would have been called the bully today, which was the class clown back then, would start singing anytime that I'd walk by of, hello, my name is Jennie, and I like to do drawings. I ran into him years later, and I walked up to him, and I was like, oh my God, you're Chris. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I went to school with you. And he goes, really? And I was like, yeah. You were such a bully. I hated you. You were so mean to us. And he got really embarrassed, and that was awesome. The end. So yeah, every once in a while, hello, my name is Jenny, and I like to do drawings. So I got a lot of hand-me-down clothes. I'm trying to find, dang nabbit, at some point I pressed a button by accident and turned my pen white, and I don't want a bunch of white lines because I'm going to color this and they're going to show up and it's going to suck. So that's what I was doing. So I would get hand-me-downs, and I found a really old pair of Doc Martens in the attic that, like, the bottoms were slick. There was no more treads on them. And I still have them. Doc Martens do not die. They are immortal, and it's a little scary. And I also found, which I loved at the time, a pair of Timberlands. And this was back in 1993, 1992. And these Timberlands were amazing. In about, I can't remember, it was 92 or 95 in Virginia, there was this ice storm that came through for a week, and it turned our gravel, half a mile long gravel driveway into ice. The whole thing was iced to the point where we went ice skating on our gravel driveway. And these Timberlands, I could run across the ice and I wouldn't slip, and I loved them. So I would wear them all the time. Back in 92, this was before all of the rappers started wearing Timberlands. So frickin' Chris was like, what are you, a lumberjack? Lumberjack Jenny. So he teased me about being a lumberjack because I had these Timberlands on. Like 2 years later, it became really popular to wear Timberlands. Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you. So I remember that. I had the worst fashion sense, have the worst fashion sense ever. For my birthday, I decided to wear all my favorite clothes, which were bright purple spandex pants with teal polka dot skirt. This was the 80s. No, this was the 90s. The early 90s was fluorescent. It was kind of painful to think about. So let me bring that up for you. Yeah, that's horrifying. Sideways ponytail with the little scrunchies and the ball thingies. Yeah, sideways ponytails. Goosebumps, bitches. Oh, somebody had a question, all in caps. Cause yeah, I haven't glanced over at this. Okay, the Heroes of Crash had a question. I'm trying to glance through some of this. I really don't read fast enough. I recently got Manga Studio, which is what I'm using, and I found the panels, tools, and templates seem a bit daunting. Panels, with the figures that you can move, I think. I've been using the rectangle tool instead. How do you usually draw panels? Oh, I cheat. Yeah, I haven't found the panels and the word balloons. I didn't like the word balloons thing, so I draw them by hand. I'll pull up my spreadsheet and I will show you how I cheat. Doc Martens, Jenny the Trendsetter, but it's BS. I'm a toddler during that time. Yeah, I don't even. Are you going to watch the Goosebumps movie? I have it in my queue to look at the previews. I didn't actually read Goosebumps or Chincoteague books. I was reading Alana during the Goosebumps and Chincoteague and Flowers in the Attic. I think by the time Flowers in the Attic, I might have been reading the Wheel of Time series. Yeah, I was a different level of geek. I was Dungeons and Dragons geek. Anyway, so let me pull up, save this. So I have a cheat sheet. Oh my god, I have a cheat sheet. Oh good, I didn't have my reference folder open. I have a bit of a buff, yeah, these are all stick figures. So I'm getting ready for Gen Con. So I have to build up this buffer. I really should be drawing 3 comics a day to get enough comics to get me through Gen Con. It's gonna take, I'll be gone for like a week. So I have to have a week done before I leave while I draw the comic. Anyway, so I have these templates. I have a 3-panel template and a, wow, you can't see them, there we go, and a 4-panel template. Show my 3-panel. So this is a 3-panel template. 3? That's a 4-panel. Come on, I can count. Okay, well that just won't show up. 5-panel template. So I usually have my 4-panel template. Let's open it in Manga since that's what we're using. And I drew my panels years ago, and then I just copied and pasted them. So I have this template that is all of the layers that I use. So starting at the top, boobies, is I might have to delete this. Manga Studios is really bad for text, and so this is my text layer, and then I flatten it into a layer that says text, and so I can cut and paste it because it doesn't like to cut and paste actual written text because there's a font that you can use. And then I have a word balloon layer that is over my panels, and then I have my URL layer that I will turn on. I'll save it without the URL because it'll be put into the book, and that's when it gets put into the book, it puts all of them in, and I don't want to have to open up 365 comics and turn off the URL. So I usually have it off when I'm saving a large file. And then I have, underneath those layers, I have the panel layer. Let me go ahead and close so you can see what I'm talking about. Close everything. Yeah, so this is what my panel layer looks like. So I can put drawings and stuff behind this layer, and I hope this makes sense. And I'm not drawing over the panel unless I'm trying to break the panel, and then it gets special. So that's my panel layer, and then I have a lines layer because I do like doing hatching, and I use the cross hatching layer separately from the inking layer, so if I want to delete something or change something, I don't have to like go back in and draw all these lines. Ink layer, after that's the pencil layer and the sketches, because let me open one of these because I'll have these sketches. It's going to be a spoiler that I've already put the dialogue in these. Drawings. Okay, so I've got this one. Open this in Manga Studios. I've already put the text in. I do that in Photoshop because Photoshop it's easier to put text. They can save preferences. I think you can save preferences in Manga, but it won't keep it in a box that I like. So I'm going to turn off the text so you don't get. So this is the sketch layer. Below that, I usually have. Oh, I don't have my. I usually have like a stick figure layer. And then I ink over the actual sketches. I scan this in and I put the sketches in. And then I'll ink over this. I have, because I cheat, 2 different backgrounds. I have a white box that I will then drag around to make it into interesting angles. And then I have an arc that I will just have a white layer, and then I'll erase all the white from around the picture, and so I have this arc that goes throughout the panels, and it's an easy background shape. So those are my layers, and I will close this without saving, and I will close this without saving. Did that answer your question? And this is the photo that I'm working from. I don't remember what convention this was. Could be Emerald City? Maybe? Could be Chicago for all I know. Save. Okay. Oh, Wendy's here. Oh, and Obi's here. Oh my god, everybody's here. I need to do a Skype call to Wendy because Wendy is awesome. Yay. No, Surly Queen, be a creeper. Be a creeper, because you're awesome. I saw some people doing bento boxes with Legos. They were making Legos out of the little tiny, like fish cake. And I thought of you. Let's see, pic of you in that outfit. What outfit? Oh, now I'm having to catch back up on the... Man, it looks like the conversation has been awesome. Okay, okay. Okay. Being entertaining. I'm being entertaining. Good tips for uploading drawings to laptops. Oh, don't have a drawing. Actually, when I was at the beach, I was just taking pictures of my sketches with my phone. Nowadays, most libraries have scanners and equipment. So if you go to a library, or I bet like Office Max or Office Depot, I bet you could get them to scan your art in and put it on like a thumb drive or something, or email it to you. I wouldn't use, in college I used to use Kinko's scanner computer time, and that got expensive. But I bet public libraries have scanners. Yay, Wendy. Obi quoted, "Everybody do the creep." I don't remember. We did the creeper at Surly Queen's wedding. So that's awesome. Okay, I need to pick a name and use it. Okay, birthday outfits. Oh God. No, I don't have a picture of that. Or if I do, it's in physical form and I don't know where it is because it was 92. And what's a cell phone? That's what drug dealers have. Who's Obi calling stupid? Obi and the Surly Queen are getting weird. Getting anime weird. I am going to finish this drawing. Oh look, I am going to do a drawing. Focus. Poor people who watch this later and it's just me staring at a screen reading text that they can't see. Sucks. And then... Okay, so I'm going to be at Gen Con, and I spent too much for 2 tables. Oh, and I have a panel, and it's weird because Gen Con is all about doing demos of games. And so they don't really have panels, they have demos. And to run it, you actually have to pay to go to these demos, because I think that it costs the people money to do it, I think. So I'm doing a panel that people have to pay to go to, and you can't, like, I went to set up the panel, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a demo, but you can't make it free, because apparently they have people that they pay to help run it or something. So I had to charge something, so it's like $2. No, it's $1. I think it's $1 to go to my Gen Con panel demo. It's not a demo. I'm just going to talk. I'm just going to talk about everything and nothing. I'm going to try to be entertaining and tell stories about pirates. Man, I haven't been drunk in debauchery lately. It's all like, baby. Which, those things are weird. Obi called somebody a weeaboo weirdo. I used to know weeaboo? I used to know what that was. Somebody has told me what that is in the past. I don't know what it is. So I was hanging out with a bunch of people and babies, and this one guy said, oh yeah, it's that YouTube video of the beaver on the woodpecker. Or weasel. It was a weasel on a woodpecker. And I got uncomfortable and said, is this kind of like Blue Waffle thing? And I did a little cartoon stick figure of that I sent to a bunch of friends to be like, hey, is this funny? And they were like, Blue Waffle? I don't get it. So there's a whole bunch of internet culture that I've got some friends that don't know about, that ignorance is bliss. So there is that. The end. I need to do more cartoony legs. So those are my actual knees. And now I'm going to do giant calvy calves. Yay! Save. Okay. Okay. Serenity said, I noticed you got a prior commitment to not go to Voltaire's Necronomicon. I remember going to Necronomicon in the past. It sounds like it would be around the time of DragonCon. I know any time around Burning Man, I'm at DragonCon. I'm at DragonCon. And there was one that I just couldn't get to. Okay, drawing boots and saving. Obi and his blue waffles. Obi, you're getting gross. He's talking about yellow butter and blue waffles. And it's, I had some waffles today that were, no, it wasn't waffles, pancakes. I had pancakes today that were amazing. Dutch pancakes. Eggy goodness. Eggy goodness. So then, I would love to play music in the background, but I don't own the rights very much. I could probably, I'm making bigger boots, I could probably play double clicks, and I could ask them if it's okay that I play double clicks, because I am technically broadcasting this, so that gets weird. And I finished listening to, Obi had me listen to the book The Martian, which was awesome, but mostly because I saw a preview for the movie, and he was like, the preview is going to is a spoiler, so you're not allowed to watch the preview until you read the book. So I listened to the book on tape, and then sure enough, as soon as I finished the book on tape, I clicked on the preview, and the opening lines to the preview are the closing text of the freaking book. So they just went ahead and did that. So yeah, some spoilers, a little bit on the spoiler side. It's a good book. Adam Savage loved it. I watched the little interview that they did with him. It's fantastic. Nope. Opacity is too high. Opacity. Okay. I had a Dutch baby, yes. Edward. Oh, it was delicious. Apple's here. Santa Claus. And I'm glad that she put it, well, I mean, I don't know very many apples, but she put Plotnik in because she changed her last name because the whole marriage thing. It's weird. So I wanted to change my last name, but Obi was like, you have a business. You shouldn't change your last name. And I'm like, yes, but I love his last name. So I haven't changed my last name, which makes it kind of weird when I go into places and I'm like, myself and my husband, but we have different last names. I have an aunt who kept her last name as well. So when we were getting the marriage checks, which are pretty sweet, I was like, oh, people in past generations have done this too. I should be a feminist and shit, even though it was mostly my husband going, too much work. Don't bother. So yeah, here's this. Looking a little proportionate weird because cheating. Because all of the cheating. Alright. I am going to copy and paste this. So copy, paste. So this is going to be my color layer, so I already have the lines. So I'm going to find the color, and I'm going to flatten this color. There we go. Save. Deselect. Gibas! I need to do more Gibas. Serenity said that they're getting weird. Oh, man. Yeah. Very special. Call it special in this family. Yeah, no, that's my sweetie. Yeah, it's my love muffin. Did they make the Dutch pancakes in a Dutch oven or a Cleveland steamer? You're a bad man. You're a very bad man. And I kiss you, which makes me feel kind of dirty. We laughed so hard because my sister asked for a Dutch oven for Christmas. And my mom had given me one the year before. And my mom didn't know what a Dutch oven was. I mean, she only knew what a Dutch oven was, not a Dutch oven. So there's that. That's how Obi gets me out of bed in the morning. Ah. Okay. I'm going to delete the ink layer because I'm going through and deleting I'm going to turn all this red. And so I'm deleting the lines that I need to do red. And then let me fill this in. Ta-da! Nobody has taken... I put stuff on the curb. My poor neighbors. Shouldn't be there for long. Okay. And then... Oh, more comments below. Scroll. Obi said, you either die a moderator or you live long enough to be a troll. See, this is why the comic has gotten better over the past couple of years, because he's like, yeah, that's funny, but what if you said this? And it's way funnier. Okay, so then pink, because pink, a little less pink. There we go. Things connected. Da-da-da. Kind of cheating. Oh, I've missed a line. Oh, Serenity's live stream froze. Okay. So then I put the ink back on. So I've got all those nice lines over there. And then I think I'm gonna have, oop, I missed the red. Still on my color layer. Let me just steal this red. Alright. Then I'm gonna do some tones and we are done. To lock the color layer so I don't mess with it. I think instead of lines, I'm going to put tones. So I'm going to use the lines layer, lock the ink layer so I don't mess with that. And I really liked this brush, transparent watercolor. I'm going to put that on black. You like that? Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I don't really know how to shade. We had color theory in college, although Surly Queen was doing the comic major a couple of years after me in SCAD. So I'm wondering if she got a little bit more. I had color theory, but that wasn't. And I did have a desktop class, and I feel like I did do a coloring for like computer. I had a computer coloring class, but I sucked at it. So this is kind of my own little personal exercise in computer coloring. Just trying to do this shading. That might be weird. I don't know. Actually, I think I'm going to blend that a bit. And then, so all throughout middle school, we were quoting Saturday Night Live. It was, and the thing is, I didn't actually see most of these. Like, my friends would just start quoting skits that I had never seen before. So I still have quotes. I know skits that I've never actually watched. I did not see the Mango skit, but I have a friend who will quote Mango. Mango said, "Do you say, hey, rainbow, stop being a rainbow?" No, such is Mango. I did get to see, no, I didn't get to see the "You like it the juice." You like it a juice, huh? Juice is good, huh? I get you the juice. No idea what skit that's from. I didn't get to see the cheeseburger skit, and I desperately need to. We quoted it all throughout middle school. It had to do any time that somebody was talking to you and you just did not understand what they were saying or what they were talking about, you just nod and say cheeseburger. That it's a waiter who just knows how to say cheeseburger, Coke, and that's all he knows how to say. So it's cheeseburger, cheeseburger, Coke, cheeseburger. What's the other Saturday Night Live skit quotes? We quoted all of Fern Gully because Fern Gully. And Simpsons, what was the, "You have my pills. I need my pills. It's cold and there are wolves chasing me." And then after college, it was Margaret Cho. "Hey lady, I want $1. "No, I don't have $1. "Bitch, I got x-ray vision. I know you got $1 and nice titties. Here's $1. Oh, Edward said Jeff Jacquez has a pretty good quick shading technique, and he does. Because he does full color freaking daily. The man is insane. Okay, well, this is what I got. Oh, I'm listening to myself. Okay, I keep hearing like somebody talking on the phone, like outside my window, and I'm realizing that it's Obi listening to the stream in the other room. It's like some lady's talking about titties in the other room. Weird. I should get better about anatomy. I need to go take some more life drawing. I don't call them classes. They're not classes. It's just life. It's just somebody naked sitting in a room and you're drawing them. But they're nude. They're not naked. They're nude. Crazy. Ashley said Crazy Al. Yes, she does. It was Crazy Al, the pretty princess. Do not have cleavage. She, she's not as into it. I keep forgetting her wings. Holy crap! I totally forgot her wings. Okay. Okay, save. I'm going to go to change lines to shading. Okay. And then ink, black. I figure she's got like little girl fairy wings on. So I thought that we were going to get the Pretty Princess plush. It was supposed to be in Canada in June or beginning of July. And I haven't heard from them. I think I have to wait until into July before I start going, hello, you got my pills. Look at me. Look at what happens to me without my pills. Nope. I'm being terrible about this one. Do it by hand. Anyway. Jessica said that she always wanted to be a figure for the life drawing classes. It can get painful. It can get excruciatingly painful, because if you've ever tried to sit perfectly still, I think I tried to sit like not moving at all for about 2 minutes. I think I made it to 5 minutes, and I was in pain. And usually life drawing, you hold one pose from a half hour to like 3 hours. They usually take a break after 1 hour, but it is sitting without moving. You can blink, and that's about it, because people are drawing every inch of you. So if you move, you messed up their perspective. So I think we were asking one model some questions, and she said the worst was when somebody had, the class had positioned her. It wasn't a pose that she had chosen, and there was an odd angle to her legs, and so she lost all circulation to her feet because of the pose, and she just couldn't hold it because she didn't have blood flow to her extremities. So it's hard. It's really hard. And then we had this one model. He didn't exercise anymore. He just would hold ridiculous poses, like backwards handstands and stuff, and he was into yoga, so he was really good at it. Okay, so I'm gonna do some smearing, and then we're done, and we come back and do this again on the 20th of next month, and that is after. Is that after Dragon Con? It might be before Dragon Con. I might have the pre-Dragon Con crazies. And I want to use the smear tool. Yes. I'm just going to make that all. I think I want to add more to that. I'm using the fade, I think it is. Yeah. Tone this down a bit. That's crazy pants. Pants that are crazy. Most of the pants I wore in middle school. Crazy pants. Sorry, people are commenting about kilts and the hotness of kilts. So I was on the bus, and a guy behind me on the bus was on his phone. Bad form. And he was talking about how he was an exhibitor at craft shows, and he went to one craft show, and the Utilikilts were there, and apparently they got in trouble because they make too much money to go to a craft fair. ridiculous. But the guy said that the kilts were really awesome, and he was like, oh, I need to come up with an awesome idea like that because it's a multi-million-dollar company, because it's a good product. It's expensive, but it's a good product. Okay, I think I'm done. I made a princess. Save. Alright, so we're going to do this again next month on the 20th. Let me switch this over. I know this button. This is where this goes. Okay, cool. And I think, yeah, we made it 1 hour exactly. That's cool. Excellent, excellent. I know what I'm doing. Thank you very much for joining me. I usually I'll post a high resolution image of this over on Patreon, my Patreon page. And if you are a $10 and over subscriber to my Patreon patron, then you get to have an input in what I draw. I had somebody ask if I could do a live portrait of Obi, and he said no. So you can always make suggestions. I won't be able to follow through with them, but I take suggestions from my patrons. And we have a lot of bonus booty over there as well. And so I'll be posting extra videos and sketches and stuff. Thank you very much for coming. Let's see if I don't think there was any other questions. If you have a question that I didn't address, then send me an email or send me a tweet, and I will try to address it in next month's live stream. We will be doing this at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Now that I am on Pacific time, the sun is still up and awesome. And we will be doing it on YouTube again. I think that's everything. I'll post links. Thank you for coming. I hope it helped. I hope you learned something that you wanted to know, and not necessarily one of those brain bleach experiences like blue waffle and things. Don't Google it. For all that is holy, don't Google it. No, I have brothers. I know not to Google stuff like that. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much. I need to go here. I think I found it. Thank you guys. Take care. Good night.